Okay, friends, start off laying down and take your time. Spread yourself out on the floor and smoosh the back of your body into the floor. You made it. Here you are. Now give yourself some time to transition. Okay, allowing your focus and your awareness to shift inward towards your breath. Allow your chest to expand up and open on the inhales, along with your belly puffing open toward the ceiling. And with the exhales, allow all of that to go strong into the center. Find the maximum movement that you can in your torso, just with your breath. Notice the front body moving, also the back and the sides, okay? All of your torso. After a few rounds of breath, hopefully you notice your body just softening naturally. But see if you could just encourage that softening by intentionally releasing any effort in your hands and your feet. Perhaps try a nice smile on your face, a little soft smile that requires no effort. As you lay here, just breathing, give yourself the luxury of just observing this moment with all of your awareness. And you may find that your mind is pretty insistent with attempting to bring things to your attention, which is its function. So allow the mind to do what it will, and you bring back your awareness to this moment, to your breath. What is happening with your breath right now? Continue tuning in, okay, bringing your awareness back over and over to what is happening on your space right now, in your body, in your breath. And we'll bring in a little movement, okay? So we'll just start to wake up your hips and low back here. Bending your knees, bring your feet up close by your hips. Walk your feet away from each other and you are perfectly set up for some windshield wipers. So start to drop your knees side to side. Really gentle at first, almost hardly any effort at all. Just dropping the knees, letting gravity take them down. Keep breathing. Okay, I like to pair this with cactus arms. So your arms are at right angles at the elbow, palm up. And think of gently pressing down into the floor with just enough resistance. Really, a little goes a long way. That your chest feels really broad. Okay, maybe the hips have warmed up a little bit and you can draw the knees downward more firmly. Keep breathing. You may notice your low back getting a really nice twisting, wringing out massage. Okay, next time your knees point up, just pause them there. And then shimmy your feet back in toward each other. You can put your knees or your feet together, like you're pressing the bottoms of your feet together, and let your knees drop out away from each other, okay? So a Baddha Konasana, a bound angle. And if it's too much, you can just pick your knees up, okay? So just allow your hips to kind of relax, open to the ceiling here. And with your goalpost arms still flat on the floor, still palm facing up. Inhale here, reach your hands away from your feet. With your exhale, draw your elbows down in towards your ribs. Tiny, tiny cactus arms pulling in close to your body. And let's do that a few more times. Inhale, reach out, big cactus arms. Keep your long neck, okay? Exhale, pull it down, tiny cactus arms. So take a few more like this, please. Moving your shoulders, using your strong back muscles. I want you to feel like your chest is big and spacious and your back is strong. Almost like you're reaching up for a pull-up bar and then pulling yourself up. Let's do 3 more. Reach and pull. 2 more. Next time you reach up and out, hold there. Hold it right there. Okay, point your knees back up at the ceiling. And then pick your feet up off the floor and put your knees right together. Okay. And then I want you to just gradually test this out. It might be good for your neck and it might not work for your neck. So just be gentle. With your fingertips close to your ears now, think of gently lifting your head up just with a soft touch on your ears. So you're not crunching your chin into your chest at all, but leaving some space so that no side of your neck has any creases on it at all. If that's too much, you're just going to drop your head and keep it there. But if this is okay, put your knees right over your hips and you're going to start to extend one leg at a time. You can think one leg goes out, bring it back in. And remember to breathe. I like to exhale when I push away and inhale back to center. So think of hovering one leg at a time, back to center. Hover and back to center. Now we're going to add something here, okay? We're going to think of twisting opposite armpit to a knee. So think of trying to bring your armpit to the opposite knee. It's not going to touch, okay? But do it anyway, and then bring it back to center. And then exhale, other opposite armpit to knee. Inhale back to center. So you're doing like a bicycle movement. Okay, exhale, twist. Inhale to center. Again, exhale. And inhale. Keep it going. You can do this with your head on the floor, okay? You can just do the head down and move your legs. So wherever you are, let's do 3 more on each side. Two more. Last one on each side. Finish it out. Nice. Bring it back to center. Drop your head, drop your arms, and drop your feet by your hips, okay? And I'd like to play around with some bridge shapes from here just to get the back of your body a little bit warm. Now that we warmed the front, okay? Keep your arms in a goalpost shape. You can kind of experiment here. I think it's nice to do a bridge shape with the arms out because it kind of smooshes and massages your shoulders. So check this out, okay? So if setting up for your bridge, you're going to imagine that there's a big heavy book between your knees. Go ahead and grab that big heavy book. And it's about 2 or 3 inches thick. So there's going to be space between your knees. But you're feeling your core turn on. You're feeling the whole inner edge of each leg turn on. And with that book between your knees, with your inhale, lift your hips. And with your exhale, drop your hips. And we'll take this a few more times. Inhale, lift. And exhale, lower. So I think this feels really nice on the backs of the shoulders, but feel free to change the bend in your arms if you need to. Start to cultivate a really nice rolling up, kind of peeling up of the spine and a rolling down. Imagine that the spine is very snaky and it snakes up and it snakes down. 3 more bridges, okay? Come on up. Then come on down. Remember to keep your nose pointed straight up so the back of your neck never touches down. Last one. Coming up and hold here. Let's hold and breathe. Nice breath here. So you can keep your arms out to the side in a cactus shape if you like, or you can try a great stretch for the front of your shoulders. If you take your hands down by your side with the palm down, you can start to press your arms against the floor here. Okay. Remember to keep your legs active inward so that you don't drop your big book. Perhaps you could reach your hands for each other underneath yourself, touch your fingertips together, maybe even interlace your fingers. And from there, you can lift your chest up by pressing your arms down and actually scoop your shoulder blades underneath your rib cage. And you can think of propping your heart up and open. We're taking one more huge breath here, big chest opening. Come out slowly as you're ready, releasing your hands. Snaky spine rolls down in slow motion. All right, as you land, pick your feet up, tuck your hands behind your knees, and we're just gonna rock it all the way up to a seat. Come on up. Okay, from here, point your knees out to one side and we'll transition to hands and knees. Okay, make a nice strong tabletop back here, and you're gonna lift your belly button up and into your spine. Okay, strong in the right hand, press down extra through the left knee. See if you could inhale here, reach out through the right leg and the left arm. Think of reaching out long. And exhale, pull them into center. Again, inhale, reach out long. And exhale, pull that knee and that left elbow in, squeeze it in. Again, inhale, reach. And exhale, hold. Nice, let's do it one more time. Reach. And then pull it in. Hold it right here with me. Okay, we're gonna play with balance for a little bit, little play time. So feel free to put your left fingers on the floor if you like, but think about bending that left knee and pointing the left toes up at the ceiling. So you're just balancing on the left kneecap. Okay, left fingers down is an option. One more breath here. And then let it go. Bring it back to hands and knees. Tuck your toes here, friends. Lift your knees and your hips. And we're gonna walk the hands all the way back to the feet. Really nice bend in the knees, please. Just hang and swing. Hang and swing. Okay, such a generous bend in your knees that you really feel soft in the back of the legs. You feel like you can sway. Okay, nice traction for your spine. Feels like a great release for your neck here. Okay, as you're ready, we're gonna roll it up. So find equal weight in your feet. And we're gonna inhale to press all the way up to standing. Roll yourself up. Stack your vertebrae. Reach up tall here, lifting your sternum. Okay, with your exhale here, we're going to bend it out to one side. So you can interlace your fingers, flip those palms up, and exhale as you press out to one side. Think of pushing into your feet. Bring it up through center on your inhale. Lift that belly button into your spine. And other side, exhale to the other side. Push into your feet. Inhale, bringing it all the way up to standing. Maybe lift your heart here. And then exhale down into a chair squat. Okay, dropping your hips, pulling your knees toward each other. Think of looking up at your hands, as low as you want to go. Inhale all the way up to standing, heart up. Then exhale here, hinging at your hips. We're going to roll and fold it all the way down. On your inhale, come halfway up. Think of unrolling your spine and looking forward. On your exhale, make a really big fold here. Palms are down here. Inhale, walking yourself forward. Find a nice little plank posture. Remember, you can have your knees down in plank or not. Okay. Exhale and come all the way down. Inhale here. Pull back on the mat. Lift your heart up and forward. And exhale here. You can come up through hands and knees or through a plank and meet in downward facing dog. And then again, drop to your knees here. We're back on hands and knees, and we'll just do the other side. Okay, so grounding into your left hand a little extra, pressing down into that right knee a little extra, strong belly button into the spine. We'll do this bird dog shape on the other side. So as you're ready, reach forward with the right hand, reach back with the left leg. You're inhaling to be long reach. When you're exhaling, pull that left knee and the right elbow in. And we'll do that a few more times. Inhale to reach it out. Exhale, pull it in. Again, inhale. And exhale. One more and we'll hold. This is the one. Hold here. Pull that knee in. Pull the elbow in. Breathe. Okay, funky balancing options. We can bend the right knee, point the right toes up at the ceiling. You can use the right fingers maybe. One more breath. And let it go. Back down to hands and knees. Tuck your toes. Lift your hips up and back. Walk your hands to your feet. Okay, and we're gonna fold here for a moment. Just let it hang, shake it out. Okay, allow your head to hang, allow your back to be totally soft. As you're ready, friends, we're gonna roll it up. So push into your heels, roll yourself up as you inhale. Reaching up. Okay, this time, grab your opposite elbows with your opposite hands. And we'll do another side bending here. So exhale here, pressing into your heels, lean out to one side. Inhale back up to center, just like before. Other side on your exhale, pull your belly button in. Inhale here, back up to center. Now we're gonna chair squat like this. Exhale here, drop your hips in a chair squat. Try to look up, try to have a long neck, try to pull your knees together. Inhale all the way up to standing. And release your arms as you exhale and fold it all the way down. Palms down to the floor. And with your inhale, walk it forward to a plank. Exhale here, lower yourself down slowly. You can drop your knees first if you want. Inhale for your cobra, pull that heart up. And exhale for downward facing dog. Come on up and back. Find your downward facing dog, friends, okay? Slightly warmer in the legs now so we can really pedal out the heels. And hopefully you notice that you get a really great calf stretch in this downward facing dog. One of the things that can make it a lot more stretchy is if you flex your feet and really pull your toes up off the mat. You can try to lift your toes. Lifting your kneecaps really helps. You can think of engaging them up and in towards your hips. And then think of dropping the heels a little extra every time you think about it. Okay, we're not super warm in this down dog, so we'll take a few more rounds and we'll come back to it. So let's start to move here. All right, inhaling, we're gonna lift that right leg up and out behind. Think of sending it up in the air. Exhale here, drop that right foot between your hands. Let's drop the back knee here. Left knee is coming down. Okay, up on your fingertips. Take a little time here to lengthen your heart forward and start to press down into both of your legs, resisting the floor gently at the same time as you draw the knees toward each other. Okay, and then starting to move and flow a little bit. With your inhale, you're going to sweep your arms up overhead. Continue to resist the floor as you lift your heart. With your exhale here, drop your hands down underneath your shoulders. You can do fingertips and draw your hips back. Okay, you can point those right toes at your nose. So really great stretch for the back of your leg here. And let's come back through that. Inhaling back to that little lunge. Put the right foot back on the floor. You're going to reach your hands up overhead. Again, exhaling, drop your fingertips, pull your hips back. So try that a few more times. I want you to keep your legs really active, okay? The legs are always pushing the floor. The spine is as long as you can keep it. Moving through Anjaneyasana, low lunge. And Ardha Hanumanasana, little half lunge here. Half split on the back of that right leg. Okay, maybe one more time, just like that. And next time you pull back on your hips and you're in that half split, let's stay in the half split for a little while. So you have so many options here. I'll give you some options. Fingertips are great. You can keep your spine nice and long as if your heart wanted to move past your right toes. And keep a really good flex in your right foot, okay? So you're actively kicking down in the right heel and actively flexing the right ankle. And that's gonna give you yet another really good stretch all along your calf, the back of your leg, okay? And if you want more from this stretch, you can get more by moving your knees further away from each other. In other words, you can move your left knee back more, okay? Make sure to walk your hands back to there under your shoulders. And or you can move your right foot forward more. And you decide what's right for you today. But no matter where you are and what you've chosen, you can also kind of rock the right toes from side to side. Okay, really nice stretch across the back of the right leg. So stay active, stay with it. Don't let the legs fall asleep. Okay, as you're ready, take one last breath here, just enjoying this really nice stretchy stretch. And then we'll start to walk the left knee forward. If it came back at all, walk the left knee forward so that you can plant that right foot back on the floor. And from here, just shimmy the right foot over to the left and drop that right knee. So you're coming down into a pigeon posture. And take your time. Use your hands out front, maybe even your fingertips, just to keep your body, your upper body upright while you manage your lower body to have the best alignment you can have. So first of all, make sure your hips are level with each other. They're equidistant from the floor. Also, the top of your left foot is touching the floor. And this is ensuring that your left hip is always internally rotating and not externally rotating, Okay. In contrast, your right hip is externally rotating, and you can vary the amount of that by moving the right foot away from you for more external rotation and move the right foot towards you for a little less intensity. Okay, friends, when you've finally adjusted your pigeon posture to be just right, walk your hands all the way out away from you and drop down to your forehead. And we'll take some time here breathing and just being. Think of continuing to gently press the floor down, okay? Not a whole lot of strength is required, but a gentle press against the floor will unlock the benefits and the magic of this posture. Think of breathing deeply into your right hip. Perhaps activate that left glute a little extra so that you can allow the left hip a little extra space in the front. As you take your last few breaths here, let go of any remaining tension in your body, in your mind. Let go of anything unnecessary right here, right now. Start to slowly work your way back up. There's really no rush, so just take your time, okay? Walking your hands back up so they're more or less underneath your shoulders. Tuck the left toes, and let's see if we could send this right leg all the way up and back to a three-leg dog. So big breath in as you send that right leg way up in the sky, okay? At the same time, you can drop that left heel toward the ground and get the great opening on the back of the left leg. Okay, big exhale here as you drop that right foot. And take a breath or two to just shake it off in down dog. Notice how you feel. All right, friends, we'll move to the other side now. We'll just go straight there. So inhaling here, left leg up and out behind. Exhaling here, send that left foot forward and drop it between your hands. Go ahead and drop that right knee up on your fingertips here. Take a moment, you have lots of time, to just lengthen your spine over that left leg and start to gently resist the floor. So the legs push down, the knees pull toward each other. Okay, and once you've got that, then you're ready to start to flow through these movements, these two little movements. So inhaling here, arms up, you're in your low lunge, Anjaneyasana, you're still pushing the floor with your legs. With your exhale, fingers underneath your shoulders, you can pull back on your left hip. Point those left toes at your nose for that great calf stretch. And let's move through these two postures a few more times. Inhale, low lunge. Lift your heart as you push the floor with your legs. Exhale, half split. Maybe close your eyes. Okay, this is something where we're kind of close to the floor. So if we fall, it's okay. Close your eyes and just enjoy moving through space. Just the feeling of movement. Okay, next time you come down to that half split, your fingers under your shoulders, you're pulling the left hip back, the left leg is long. Pause here and just hold it on, okay? You can bend the left knee a lot. If it's something that makes it easier for you to be here, you can extend the left knee too, but keep a little tiny, soft, unlocked bend in it. So you're starting to press down through the left heel and get a really nice opening across the back of the leg. Put that corresponding strengthening of the quad, so the kneecap of the left knee is trying to move toward the hip, and you're drawing back on the hip. You can stay here, or you can deepen the stretch by walking the right knee back and or sliding the left foot forward. So make it work for you. Make sure it feels good. Wherever you are, flex that left foot and take a few more breaths. You can even roll on that left heel side to side. Okay, as you're ready, we're going to back out of this. So walk the right knee forward if it came back at all. Plant the left foot back on the ground, and then we'll start to shimmy left foot to the right and drop onto that left knee. So coming down to a pigeon pose on the other side. Take your time. Take your time. Use your hands out front to support you while you get yourself aligned. Okay, it's always worth a little moment to align. Level off your hips. Okay, internally rotate the right hip so the top of the right foot is on the floor. And then adjust the degree of external rotation in the left hip by moving the left foot away from you for more external rotation, for more intensity, and toward you for less, okay? As you're ready, walk your hands out away from your feet. And just let go here in pigeon pose. Okay, think of continuing to resist the floor at least a little bit. Okay, give it a little bit of strength. Think of engaging that right glute, softening across the left. Let go of any extraneous effort here. Any remaining tension melting off of you. Take your time. We're going to come back up out of this. From here, see if you could bring it back to a three-leg dog on this side. So tuck the right toes, hover the right knee, and send the left leg all the way up and back. Three-leg dog on your inhale. And drop it back to downward facing dog on your exhale. Take a moment here on your downward facing dog. This is the last one we're going to do. Push the floor. Feel that your heels can drop. Okay, nice opening across the back of the legs. From here, my friends, come all the way down to your knees. You can untuck your toes, sit on your heels, and you are down in a child's pose. Here you are. So I'd like to finish our practice here in a child's pose, but I want to add a little twist just to recalibrate your spine after we moved. So to do that, lift up your head just enough that you could slide your left arm under your right, reaching out to the left, reaching out to the right, and then drop that left ear. And you could stay right here if this is enough twist for you, okay? If you want more twist, you can reach that right hand up. And you can also drop the right arm across your back and try to grab your left thigh. Okay, you can grab it. You can kind of use it like a handle. Wherever you are, breathe. Big, deep breaths of air. Big, spacious chest. One more breath here. And start to unwind yourself, moving through to the other side. So back to center, head comes up just enough that you can slide the right arm under the left this time. Reach to the left, look to the left, drop that right ear and that right shoulder. So hopefully you feel this nice opening all across the back of your right shoulder here. Feels good across the ribs. And then maybe that left hand reaches up. Maybe it drops across your back. You can find your right thigh and grab it. Breathe. One more breath here, friends. Bring it on back to center. Come on through. And then allow your head to rest. Allow your breath to return to normal, no longer controlling it. Let your body be free and soft. No more effort. And give yourself some time just to be here and soak up the magic of your practice. With each breath, your body's softer. And give yourself as long as you can to be here, okay? And this is where I'll leave you for our practice today. Thank you so much for joining me.